The Chronological feed is back to Instagram. Hurrah! That means that posts are displayed in chronological order for the first time in a long time. They've also rolled out a second feed called Favourites, and I've been thinking about this feed loads and how you could hack the feed to get more records signed. And in this video, I'm going to give you the steps to do that. Hey, I'm Graham Farmer, founder of dance music magazine Data Transmission and also the Artist Blueprint. On this channel, we're on a major mission to help DJs and producers understand music marketing, social media, and content creation. One way you can help me do this is help me get this video out there further by A, sharing it, commenting on it, liking it, and subscribing to the channel so you get notified when we drop them first. From running Data Transmission for the last 14 years and through my one-to-one coaching and now the Artist Blueprint, I've helped DJs and producers get records signed to some of the biggest labels in dance music. These include people like Defected and Solar and Solitoka and Realm and Hot Creations and IMT and Circus and many, many more across the years. When Instagram first switched over to its algorithmic feed in 2016, of course, there was a massive backlash. But by default, social media platforms don't want to give chronological feeds. They are much more likely to give algorithmic feeds because they're more engaging, they keep people scrolling, and therefore the platforms can show more ads and essentially make more money. In January, it announced it was going to switch back to chronological feed, and it's been slowly rolling it out. Also, they announced recently there's going to be a new Favourites feed, and that's what I want to talk about today. Instagram Favourites feed only shows you posts from people on your favourites in a chronological order. Instagram automatically generates that list of favourite friends from the people that you've been engaging with most. But you can tweak it and make your own list just like your close friends for stories. You can add people and pages to your favourites list, and you can add up to 50 of them. So that got me thinking, as DJs and producers, how could you hack this? How could you use these favourites to get more records signed? So imagine if you had a list of 50 labels you wanted to be on across your genre. From my Artist Blueprint discovery calls, one of the biggest problems DJs and producers see is not getting music heard by the labels or not getting it listened to by the labels. But this is essentially usually coming from the first email or the first interaction they've had with that label, which essentially, in a sales point of view, that's a cold call email. When we think about it, when you're pitching that records to labels, it is a sales process. You are selling that record to that label and they're going to return you a fee and profit and sales and downloads and streams. And all this is revenue, general marketing.
It's like general knowledge.
General knowledge?
So if you're going with a cold call email, this is like getting one of those calls on your phone when on a Saturday morning when you just come out for a run and they're trying to pitch you something you didn't even ask for or don't know who they are. So we need to get around that and build friends and build a network. Basic marketing principles say that we need 7 touches before someone will buy something off you. Some of these could be physical connections or social connections. Some could be an email. Some could be your logo or your face popping up. It could be them seeing your social media feed. It could be them interacting with your stories or you interacting with their stories. It could be a conversation in the DMs, which if you had a feed of 50 labels that you wanted to be on, you could do a load of those points quite easily and you'd have them all in one place grouped together. You'll be able to see their posts much easier, which means you'll be able to see what music they're putting up on their page. You'll be able to see what music they're putting out, and you'll be able to keep more in line with what they're releasing and the sound they're releasing, which means when you're coming to pitch to that label, you can check your music against theirs and see if you're actually aligned and follow them over a longer period of time, which means when you're doing that pitch, it's not a wasted email. If you have a strong profile picture on your Instagram, then you'll be able to be noticed in the comments. If you're leaving thoughtful comments, if you're engaging with those posts from them labels, label owners will see you. Also, other DJs that are on those labels will see you. If you get involved with the conversation, that's going to help the label's engagement. And you'll just be generally touching that label for future releases. Basically, you'll become part of that label's family and community, which helps the label out. And like I said, essentially, that's going to help you out. You'll start creating those early touch points and building a network, which is what you want at the end of the day. One thing that is great is DMs. DMs are great for this. Don't just go in with a pitch. Hey bro, here's my new track. Or even worse, sending the link. Start conversation with the label. Get involved in their stories. Comment on their stories so they start seeing your posts. Build up to that pitch. Build that social network. When I'm sending music to labels, and I've got loads of tracks signed over the years, it's because I've built up a network over the last 20 years of working in music through running data transmission and going to things like conferences and through people emailing us to be involved with data transmission. I've built a network of people and the people behind those labels. So it makes it much easier for me to get tracks signed. The really good thing about this Instagram favorites hack is you can start doing it today. Even if you're in the sitting and making phase and getting your sound right phase, you can be looking up the labels. You can be kind of adding them to the favorites, start engaging, building those connections, doing it really slow and organically, going to their parties, being part of their scene, being part of their family. And then when it comes to the pitch, it just makes it so much simpler. Also, it's always good to jump on new features. When social medias roll them out, jump on them with force because they're trying to push them and trying to get more people using them. So if you're on it first, you're going to get more reach. You're going to get more love from the platform because you're an early adopter. So as soon as you see them, if it's something in stories or it's something like this favorites thing, jump onto it and use it because you will find gains across the rest of the social media platform. And this is on all platforms because if they want to push it, they're going to help you do it. The final thing really is who is going to be in your top 50? Who are your target labels? What do they look like? If you have no idea how to track down your labels, and if you have no idea where your music might fit, then we include this as part of the Artist Blueprint. Also included in the blueprint is social media tips, content ideas, music marketing, and much more for DJs and producers to grow. So if you're struggling with this side of the industry, click the link below and jump on a discovery call with me, and let's see what you're about and let's learn about you and see if you're right for the course. If you got some value from this, consider hitting that like button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway from this was and if you're going to start doing this. YouTube is now going to recommend you another video from me to help you on your growth pattern for music marketing. And I will see you in the next video or Twitch stream. I'll see you soon. Bye.